Belly up, belly up, belly up. Let's go,
Hey,
Vikings!
good morning. What a good morning to get a Vikings win today, huh?
Great morning. It's going to happen. Can't wait. Confidence is high. Confidence is so damn high.
Yeah, we're going to go over all the little latest scuttlebutt here before the game, before kickoff in just over an hour. Again, we are live streaming this bitch today, so be sure to hop on. Have that up about, 10-2, ready to go on that thing. So, Vikings, Chargers, 2 0-2 teams clashing.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Yeah, I mean, this is the big game for either the Chargers or Vikings.
Yeah.
This is where the season's going to turn, everybody.
This is like when the Brooklyn Brawler would fight Dangerous Danny Davis in wrestling, just two scrubs going at it.
I don't remember Dangerous Danny Davis. He
was like a ref dangerous. Who became a wrestler. He had straight pants. You remember him. Dangerous Danny Davis. He sucked. He was horrible. Yeah, so 0-2. Someone's got to get a win unless this thing ends in a tie. And you mentioned it. This could be a saving season.
It is.
Win.
It is. This
season
is
saving
win.
I
mean, I'm never jumping ship. I'm never going to not watch it, but this is going to determine the season. I mean, another loss. I mean, this is at home. We got to win this thing. We got Dave. We got Viking Funeral. Daniel Sharp. Hell of a name.
Oh, hell yeah.
Mason M. Jack Mort. Quan. The Mellow Show in the house. How's confidence in the comments? We feeling we're going to get a Dubsky?
Yeah, how are you guys feeling about this one? Is your confidence shattered after the first two games?
No, never.
God, I thought you had a Miller Lite already.
Not yet, but they'll be flowing today. I guarantee you that. It's going to be a rough one. Football Junkie is going to slam his ding dong in the door if we tie.
Oh my God!
If this is a tie, we're going to give away a car.
It won't be a loss.
That's what losers say.
Wait, we're not giving away a car. What the fuck are you talking about? Actually, I got a piece of shit truck I'd be willing to give away.
We'll give you away Luppagus' piece of shit truck. Zach Ballas in the house. L.S. Gregor. I bet he knows who Danny Davis is.
Oh, yeah. He knows Dangerous Danny Davis.
Ellis Gregor, I hope you're watching that wrestler doc, whatever it is on Netflix called The Wrestler. It's pretty good.
I was going to turn it on. Then I saw Sex Education was out, so I had to watch that.
Viking Funeral's confidence is high. We'll talk a little bit, but remember, we are live streaming the game. We're going to break the streak. We're winless when we've live streamed the whole game.
Oh, God, we are.
But someone was giving a shit. I think it was Thomas giving a shit that they're winless, but we have been live when they've had some miraculous end wins at the end, like the Bills game, the Colts. So I don't know if we're completely winless.
We're not like a total jinx.
No, we're not. We're not.
But Coing's feeling good. Feeling better in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, if you're hopping on the live at noon for the live stream, let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we got some things to give away. Should we start talking this thing? The inactives just came out, and there's some interesting names on this thing. On the Vikings side, Garrett Bradbury is a no-go.
Another week of Schlotman.
We had some hope that maybe he'd be ready. He did practice limited the last couple of days, but he is out. Cam Akers, our new running back, showed video of him coming to the complex today on Twitter. He's not playing. Jaron Hall is inactive as well, but he's at emergency backup quarterback, so he'll be on the field. Marcus Davenport out again. Nick Muse still not being allowed to play. He's still stuck in his corner. Interesting name here, though. Defensive lineman Kyrie's Tonga is inactive today. Punishing him.
I don't think he's been playing much. So
I've seen him out there.
Well, I know he's been out
snap
there.
Count.
He's not. He hasn't been playing much, and when he's out there, he hasn't been playing really. He really hasn't been making a difference. So Roy is active.
So Roy's active, and Andre Carter, the second, our undrafted phenom besides Ivan Pace Jr., will be making his first Vikings debut. Some say debut today.
Dalton Reisner active. Very curious to see what happens there. I mean, you'd think for that it would kind of be all or nothing, like active or inactive. Like if he's active, he must be ready. I don't think he's going to start, but damn it, my parts would get very excited if he was.
I think we'll see him, and not just on the field goal team. I think he'll be out there doing something at some point.
No, I think you're right. I think he doesn't start, but at some point when they're like, oh shit, Ed Ingram's still not very good, boom, he's out there, and we will be live, and we'll be going crazy when we see number 66 out there whooping some serious Charger ass.
Can't wait for that. And on the Charger side, we should probably look at their inactives just so we know who's not playing.
Who cares? They suck. They're 0-2.
Eric Hendricks will not be making his triumphant return to the Minnesota U.S. Bank Stadium to the Minnesota fans. I'm sure they'll mention him as he stands on the sidelines, but he is not playing today. J.C. Jackson, the guy who had a very costly penalty in their first game against the Dolphins, he's out. Running back Austin Eckler, not playing. We already knew that.
We'll take it.
I like to see it in writing. We'll see a lot of Josh Kelly
pretty good
today. And I remember you having a good friends with Ben Kelly back in high school. Guard Brendan James is out, and Zach Bailey. So 2 guards are out. I'm not sure how much either one of those play for them, but 2 guards are out. So they're thin on the O-line.
Yeah, so Eckler, the big name, you don't want to celebrate people being out or being injured, but I'm celebrating the shit out of the fact that, he's going to take one more week to get a little bit healthier, and I wish him one hell of a road to recovery, but I am glad he's not there this week.
Yeah, it makes me feel good. Chargers got some guys dinged up. Vikings got some guys dinged up. We're both 0-2. Something's got to give in this one, and let's just talk. What do you expect the Chargers to come out doing on offense in this game? You guys can write it in the comments. What are you expecting them to do? What's going to be their game plan on offense?
Yeah, what's their game plan? Let's remember the Chargers coach seems like he might be kind of a moron, which again is in our favor. Doesn't seem very well liked in the Charger community. Seems like he does some really boneheaded things, which again, we will gladly take because they're very talented. They're a very talented team. And look at these guys on offense, but something's not clicking over there in LA.
They find ways to lose games is what the Chargers do. And that to me reflects on the head coach. We did was it 2 years ago when we kept, getting up and losing those things?
Turnovers is finding ways to lose the game.
Well, that is, but I mean the Chargers have done it. And like games they should win. Like you mentioned the talent on this roster. They got a lot of talent on both sides of the ball. And for them to be 0-2 and then to what they lost in the playoffs against Jacksonville, they shouldn't have done that last year either. I mean, they should have gone farther with all the talent on this team. So it does go back to the coaching, I think, on this one.
Rich brings up a good point. I've seen that a few times. Like Staley's a guy that could actually get canned during the season. I mean, maybe not 3 games in, but you never know.
So he's talking to us personally. We're going to end his career, or is he not a Vikings fan and he's just tuning in? Maybe he's a Chargers guy who came via Guilty as Charged podcast, checking us out.
I think he's talking about the Vikings ending Staley's coaching career.
Yeah. This is what I'm expecting the Chargers to do on offense. I think they're going to run the ball heavy until we show that we can stop it. What they're going to want to do is keep this Vikings offense off the field as much as they can. Their pass defense is horrible. Our pass offense, we're averaging 330 yards a game or something. It's insane. Tons. It's a huge mismatch. So you're going to want to try to keep us off the field and control the clock. So the Vikings stopping the run is going to be key today.
Yeah, and just to be clear, I'm not drinking yet. This does look like a beer. It's not a beer. It's not an Natty Ice. I will be drinking quite a bit today. Josh Kelly, as much as I'm kind of celebrating that Austin Eckler's out, Josh Kelly is actually pretty damn good. He's got averaging 4.5 yards to carry, 130 yards last week. I can't remember his stats, but they were good. So he's still going to get his. I think the over-under for him was like 65 yards. I took the over.
It's the higher lower is what I know it is.
So you lost me.
Well, I'm just saying, they obviously watched the tape against the Eagles, and yes, the Eagles have some horses on the front, and DeAndre Swift's a quality back, but until the Vikings can show they can stop the run, I expect them just to hit that thing hard today.
And they should, and they will, and I don't anticipate us all of a sudden being able to stop it, but like you said, it's not the Eagles, it's not Swift, so hopefully we can contain it. And then Keenan Allen, the dude will have 78 receptions in the game. He always does, he always will. And Justin Herbert, dude's just really good. He's just on maybe he's just on a team with a shitty coach.
It might be the case. I mean, isn't Staley, he's a defensive coach, right? I believe he is. So maybe he just needs to be a guy who just, sticks to one side and be a coordinator.
I don't give a shit what he does. He's going to lose today.
Wow.
Let's go. Why is Dave wants to know why Tonga is inactive? Because he's not good.
I'm guessing they're trying something else. I don't think he's injured. He wasn't on the injury report all week. So I'm guessing it's just mixing it up, seeing what the rookie can do.
Maybe Tonga last year was a nice story, but, he probably deserves to be a nice depth piece on the defensive line. Unfortunately for us, we don't have that luxury. So he just kind of although he wasn't a starter to start the season, you'd think he'd be a nice depth piece. They're giving Roy a shot. They're giving Roy, and I want to see a ton of Roy. I want to see what he's got to offer.
Oh, my little Roy toy.
Roy toy.
And the Vikings, he's got no depth on this D-line. Only 4 guys active, which is crazy.
The big thing, Chargers pass defense sucks ass. That's how we're going to win the game. They got to come out firing. Justin Jefferson needs to just have a ridiculous game. Jordan, I'm expecting huge numbers in the air, and everybody's predicting it. A lot of points in this game for both teams. I'm fully anticipating a hot and heavy match here.
Do you guys think any chance that the Vikings actually run the ball more in this one? Alexander Madison is going to see over 10 carries this game, or it's going to be more of the same? Again, in this one, their weakness is the pass defense, so it makes sense to attack it. But are we going to see more of a commitment to the run today? What do you guys think? Oh, Scandinavian Prince wants to bench Madison right at the start. Just bench him.
Even though Akers is inactive, Kevin O'Connell's comments are basically saying like Cam Akers is going to be a big old part of this offense real soon.
Yeah. I don't know. We got a no from MSR. He does not think we'll be running the ball at all.
They shouldn't. I don't want them to. I usually want them to run. I want them to throw it on like every freaking down, and I want them to throw it far.
You must love what you've seen so far this year, then. Yeah, and that's a great point. Throw it far. God, that Eagles game when we just started dinking and dunking and throwing it sideways. Even I think in the Bucks game we did that too. Good things happen when you target Justin Jefferson down the field, whether he catches it or not. Other guys get open, pass interferences. So yes, throw the ball down the field.
Damn it, Jonathan! You go to your room, Mister. We're not having any of that talk.
Put a bar of soap in your ass.
Well, hopefully you should be doing that daily. Not really in it.
MSR says long and deep.
Justin Jefferson, he's going to get his first touchdown in the game or over the year. And, I think he's going to get more than that. And I'm maybe going to Fantasyland, but I think this is going to be a fun game for the Vikings fans.
Well, they're alive.
Yeah, like in the first series.
Putting this back into reality here, CJ Ham. Yeah, he probably will get 3 receptions. It's what happens every game. It never fails.
Who's joining us for the live watch party at noon? We're going to be on from noon to 3. And then we got the post game. You're going to be so sick of our faces.
It's going to be a long day at the office today, but a great day.
Let's go.
Yeah, so Vikings, yeah, I think this is one where you actually just keep throwing the ball. I mean, you're going to run a little bit, but I think it's going to be a heavy pass attack. Put up points, put them up often, get these fans excited. And obviously, we haven't even talked about it yet. I'm surprised we haven't talked about it. Don't turn the damn ball over. Hang on to the fucking football.
Every turnover, we got to slam a beer. And you know what? On the other side of that, can we get some turnovers?
Yeah.
Would love like 2 or 3 of them. I don't want to get greedy here, but defense are blitzing. They're doing a lot of different stuff. It's fantastic. It's fun to watch. But get a fucking turnover.
Yeah, we got one. That was Theo Jackson. Only turnover on the Vikings through 2 games, through 2 weeks. Who would have thought that little stat?
So even though I'm kind of just thinking the Vikings are going to absolutely dominate today, which I hope they do, but realistically on the defense, they definitely got some good guys. And we got Bosa, they got Khalil Mack, they got Asante Samuel Jr. So they do have some pieces.
Derwin James, don't forget Derwin.
And Bosa up front, he's got 2 sacks on the year. I expect to see him in the backfield quite a bit. So they got some maneuvering to do.
Yeah, this Chargers, like we said, both sides of the ball, there's talent here. It's like they're a horrible team. I mean, they're a good team, but they've been in both games.
They find ways to lose. They seem to be the Vikings of the AFC.
And what did our buddy over there at Steven from Guilty as Charged, he mentioned this Tuli Tupulotu as a rookie who's been playing pretty well too. So another one I got to watch out for there.
Jarrett Lone Bear. That guy.
Yeah.
Really appreciated. Tecmo. Jarrett, just FYI, if you do play Tecmo, I would dominate you.
Yeah, you played a lot of Tecmo in your day.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. I guess I should have had more friends. What else?
I don't know. That's let's look at individuals. Who do we expect to have huge games for the Vikings, whether it's offense or defense? Where these matchups dictate who's going to go off today for the Vikings.
I'm going to go off.
Oh,
it's got to be Kirk Cousins, right? I mean,
I think there's quite a few guys.
I don't think 350 in the air plus is crazy talk at all. I think that's probably normal talk.
Yeah, Mello just said 400 plus for Kirk Daniel Cousins today.
There you go.
There'll still be people bitching about his performance.
Not me.
Pace Jr., Kirko. We got hit that like button from Purple and Gold.
Yeah, hit that like button. Let's go. We got 93 watching. Let's go.
TD pass to a tackle eligible today. Jason D is getting nutty. He's been drinking already, clearly.
I want to see Dalton Reisner on the field. at the guard position
What
at some point
about?
in this game. And the main reason is I want to see him out there, not just to play better. I want to see whose spot he's taking.
Yeah, that will
It's
be
got to be
interesting.
Ed's, but I want to see it.
Charles just picked the Chargers to beat the Vikings.
Who's Charles?
I think it's Charles. He's really Woodson. I believe it was Woodson on the Fox pregame.
Former Packer. He ain't gonna pick the Vikings. He's a moron.
I'm glad. I like when they don't pick us. So you got Jordan Addison, 100 and a touchdown. Bad Kirk shows up. I don't know why Luft is going there right now. That's
Hey, Dave will deal with that if it happens. But he showed up in a nice plaid flannel shorts. He's looking good. He's looking confident. He's coming out firing. Kirk will not be the issue today.
We got a bold statement from Kong. If we lose the Chargers, he's going eunuch. He's cutting off his parts.
Well, I don't know what that means.
You cut off your dick and your balls.
Eunuch?
Yeah.
Eunuch?
Like the bald guy from Game of Thrones. Had no private parts.
Reek?
No, not really. The bald guy, the like smart guy who did a little planning with Littlefinger.
All right. Thank you for that, nerd. Vikings are only favored by 1. Yep. JJ.
Yeah. No, and I think this is a game for the receivers. I think it's all three could have huge games. Addison, Jefferson, Osborne could all go off. I really think you tack this secondary, you tack it off, and you tack it early. Varys, yes, you're right. So he knows what I'm talking about. He was a eunuch.
That sounds like it might just be balls only. So
is it just ball? So well, yeah, I guess you probably would want to keep your penis so you can. I thought you lifted it up and there was nothing there though.
All right. I don't know. I mean, you can give us a demonstration later after we've had 18 beers and the Vikings are winning by 20. All right. Is that fair?
God, I hope so. I hope so.
I mean, everybody's saying it. It's the receivers. It's Kirk Cousins. Nobody's saying Madison. I mean, I think Daniil Hunter gets his today too. I think on the defensive side of the ball, Ivan Pace is going to have himself a game because I think we're going to be up and I think the Chargers are going to be forced to be passing that ball and our defense is going to be all over their ass.
I'm a little bit concerned how much Art Vandelay knows about eunuchs. He's like multiple paragraphs.
Maybe he's performed a eunuch. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think the Vikings are going to come out and run the football. I don't think that's the plan today at all. And why would you? I do expect the Chargers to do that. I really do. So we'll see. Let's talk about this win. If we go to 0-3, I mean,
what do you? Shut up.
No, I'm just saying. What if? I mean, we talked about this in the live on Wednesday. Are we jumping ship?
What if you wake up in your eunuch? Okay, let's deal with that if it actually happens.
I will find whoever took. I'll look for the bloody scissors and find out who did it. Do some investigative work.
They'll be in my junk drawer.
My God, where are my nuts going to be?
My microwave.
Would you give my nuts away as a prize?
Nobody wants those. If we go to 0-3, we're still going to watch every damn second of every damn game and cheer the shit out of these guys. But 0-3 is damn near a dagger in the season because look at the rest of the games coming up. Yeah, we got the Panthers 1-3, yippee, but then you got the Chiefs, Niners. I mean, it's gross.
I don't think the Panthers is a gimme either, so we'll talk more about that next week. But
you need to go.
I'm just saying, they got some better pass rushers. Their defense is better than you think. So everybody's kind of writing out the chart. I don't think that's an automatic win. Yeah, they should win.
I think they suck. I think we're the best 0 team in history of the NFL. We're going to be 2-2 after this week and next week, and then we can have a whole new season. If we go to 0-3, MSR brings up a good point. Everybody and their grandmothers and their dead grandmothers and whoever else is going to be saying tank, trade Kirk, tank for Caleb, blah blah blah. That's what we're going to have to deal with, which I don't want to hear.
It's going to be deafening. Yeah, you don't want to hear that before October. That would be very depressing.
Castrona! I will say this. I don't like how confident I am right now that the Vikings are going to win. Because if for some reason something goes wrong, we lose, I'm going to be devastated.
Yeah, I remember when you guaranteed it to the Bills that we were going to.
I haven't guaranteed it yet.
Well,
there's no guarantee.
I do expect the Vikings to win this one. More even, I think just the fact that the Chargers find ways to lose games, and they'll find a way to lose this thing, even if it's close. I'd love to see the Vikings come out, kick ass, blow them out, be comfortable, third quarter on. But I think this one's going to be close. But I think the Chargers are going to do something stupid that's going to cost them the game.
I hope so. I hope it's not close, but you're right. It will be close. Good thing is we'll be doing it live. You guys can hang on with us and watch the game with us. So 55 minutes. Get your butts back on here to watch the game with us.
Hell yeah. We'll be on, ready to roll. Hopefully we can get this thing synced up perfectly so there's no delays. You guys are going to be ahead of us at some point, but that's fine.
You will, but it'll be all right. It'll be all right. As long as Lepicus and I are on the same page and we're not spoiling it for each other, but it's going to be fun. We're going to be drinking beers.
I remember that Buffalo game. I had to hold my emotions in because I was a little bit ahead of you.
When?
The Buffalo game last year.
Oh, we're gonna time it out real perfect. So it's pretty much puts a bow on her.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we want to throw. What do you guys got for scores? Let's see some scores in the comments before we
quick predictions.
Yeah, quick score predictions. What do you got? What do you see this thing? How do you see this thing shaking out? We'll give ours too.
Horrible band. Akers ain't till next week.
Yep, he is officially inactive. Wow. Improved messages.
Mellow minute coming this Wednesday.
Coming at you. The debut. All right, Lorelei's got 35-31 Vikings. We got Ellis Gregor 34-24 Vikings. Skull Aiden 35-17 Vikings. 35-27 Mellow. 30-28. Quang didn't put a winner down.
A lot of points.
27-21 Vikes.
Mellow Show says book it. I used to be in book it. And you read a bunch of books, you get a free personal pan from Pizza Hut.
Hell yeah. Got a lot of those in my day.
I think it took me a year and a half to finally get one personal pan pizza.
Jesus. Cameron Pohl says 42-28 the Vikes. I like that.
Oh, that would be just a mess in my drawers.
Where my bloody scissors are and my nuts.
Yes. Pickle them.
A lot of predictions coming in. 28-20 Vikes. Most have the Vikings winning.
Those well-earned booking. Yeah, everybody's picking the Vikings to win. So it's gonna happen. That always pans out well.
I'm gonna go with 27-23 Vikings. I think this will be closer. I think it's gonna be a little less scoring than people think. So 27-23 Vikings.
All for One doesn't think so. I think it's gonna be a shit ton of points. 62-3. Good guys.
God, I hope so. God, that would be nice.
It would be nice. Yeah, I got it. I think I predicted like 33-24 or so. I don't know. I think we get 30 plus points. I think Kirk Cousins goes off. I think offense goes off. And they're still going to get theirs. They're still going to run the ball on us, but we're going to do too damn much. They're not going to be able to contain us at home. Let's remember, this is at home. We got our butts kicked by the Bucks at home, which is about as embarrassing as can get. They're going to come out fired up.
I hope so. I really hope so. And yeah, let's come out fired up. Let's take this thing from the start, whether we have the ball or not. Maybe we kick out Najee, has a huge hit, get everybody riled up. Speaking of which, I think I do have my flash shirt on here.
Nice. There we go. It's time. But we'll be back in 52 minutes. So get your butts back here. Grab a beer. Grab a Mountain Dew. Whatever tickles your fancy.
Maybe a nice coffee. And remember this, guys. There is a species of fish called the slippery dick.
Oh, my word.